Good evening, everybody. It's 10:10. Punch in and welcome to episode 55 of the NXT Night Shift. Tonight, I am standing outside the rubble that once was wrestling journalism.
Oh,
We should
wow.
all get the metaphor, right, Kyle?
I got it.
If I could say to start, R.I.P. to Donald Gibb, Ray Jackson in Bloodsport, and in Ogre in Revenge of the Nerds. He passed away this evening, and I'm devastated over it. So
Yeah,
that
sorry,
sucks.
I don't know who that is, but R.I.P.
Ray, watch Bloodsport, Kyle. Okay, I am Jay Golden tonight with me, someone who doesn't charge $14.99 for his views. We don't lay off our employees. The main man of the Main Event Network, the most underrated content creator in the wrestling world today, Mr. OTM. It is Kyle.
That's
What's
me.
up, brother?
Yeah, believe it or not, as you can see, in a different place, not the normal
So
setup.
strange.
Yeah, I'm at my parents. I know my mom's going to be very mad, so if she sees this, I'm sorry for showcasing your bedroom, but as you can see, my dog's right there, and she hates
bedroom.
the RAIN. I can't say it out loud, and it
Yeah.
is doing that right now. So she's a scaredy cat. So she's hanging by me tonight.
Frady scared.
So that's Jordy Nelson Gagliardi for the record.
That's a great name, by the way. That actually rules. Yes,
Thank you.
that actually rules. Yeah. Okay, so I think, Kyle, this is a game we're going to play every week. Days without wrestling drama. 0.
Yeah.
Today and in this week alone, we have lost Body Slam. We've lost Cultaholic. And what in the world is going on in wrestling journalism today?
We didn't lose them. They're still around. Let's not act
gone.
like they're gone. No, they're not. They still have talented people that work for those companies.
Yeah, that's fine, but they're gone. Let's be honest.
Okay,
There's something is brewing in the wrestling journalism world and I was talking to Kyle about it offline. Something's brewing. There's something weird happening. I am not sure if it's people who people are just fed up. People are don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't know, but there's some weird things going on. And yeah, we did lose Barb Blaustein, the guy who did Beyond the Mat, in case everybody who watches the show are Beyond the Mat fans. Well, the poor Washington. Yeah, go ahead.
That was a little bit of my thoughts as well, but I'll expand on that a little bit later. I'll let you get to your monologue.
Sure. It's all right. The Port Washington Youth Activities girls, a 4th grade and 5th grade flag football team, lost their 4th game in a row this week. We lost 12-6. Busted plays on defense again have proven to be our Achilles heel as we gave up another one on a busted play. Kills me. I don't know what to do on that one. As we say, we've had enough of the internet wrestling community for the day. Let's tune into the CW and go live to the great state of Indiana, home of a little something more fun, the Adrenaline Family Adventure Park in Fishers, Indiana. People say this adventure park offers a wide variety of activities, including trampolines, ninja walls, ninja warrior courses, climbing walls, and options for all ages. They also highlight the clean facilities, friendly staff, and reasonable prices for all-day access. We are on our way to Minnesota.
Minnesota!
We are disinviting anyone who says, I've heard, or sources have told me. Have you eaten yet? Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. But tonight, again, it is the NXT Night Shift. Kyle, let's get into that first. Let's just talk before we do anything stupid.
I feel like we've already done something stupid. We hit the go live button every time we go live. I think we're idiots for doing this because we talk about NXT every week. But hey, there is people that actually like to watch us, believe it or not.
Yes, and if you're watching, and by the views from last week, you haven't been.
I'll tell you what, the views are down the last couple weeks at the network. Yeah, the budget got a little tighter this week, so I haven't been doing a lot of graphics, as you could tell. So you're going to have to subscribe and follow if we're going to keep the lights on over here, people, because as you can see, I'm at a completely different location because I couldn't afford my mortgage.
He was kicked out of his home. My problem is I just don't understand why now, out of all the stuff that's been going on with wrestling and wrestling Twitter and all these things, what happened? Like,
it's been a snowball effect in a weird way when these companies don't even deal with each other, you know? Like, Body Slam completely operates different from Cultaholic, than Fightful, than the Main Event Wrestling Network. We're all completely different, but it does seem to be a common trend. And a lot of people ask, and I know GBH brought it up to us. He said, are these companies just going to AI workers? And that is not the case. They reported they are not laying off people because they're going to AI workers. They're just laying off people.
Where they, and is it because they don't get the views anymore? They don't have the money? I don't know. But, and by the way, I want to say hi to my niece who's always on. Hey, Mara.
I waved to her, but you ignored it. So
I missed it. I was looking at something else. Listen.
She never said hi to me, though. It's bullshit.
She was playing flag football. She's on her high school team, and she busted up her thumb, and she needs an MRI. I think it's today or tomorrow. So
between your daughter throwing interceptions,
yep. My niece plays center. She's badass. So yeah.
You have to be if you're a center,
yeah. And so Kyle, I'm wondering if it's the lack of, because Cultaholic mentioned something about YouTube. And YouTube has become strange. I don't know where the views are going, what's happening here and there, but they mentioned something about YouTube. They mentioned something about, it's just hard to kind of produce or whatever they're doing. So I'm not really sure what's happening in this, but it happened right away. Like, it happened so fast.
That's why I said it's been like a domino effect, and just one after another, it seems. But I worry that there's just, and this has been a hot topic in the IWC as well, and I think Wheezy Blonde was the one that brought it up. I kind of agree with her. I think there are too many wrestling content creators, and that it just gets cluttered out there with so much filth that it's hard for people to find reliable, knowledgeable people that talk about this thing that we love.
But that's what and I'll preach it till the end of time. When you're, oh, good, it was today. Well, how did it go? Her MRI on her thumb.
We better hear good things about that.
So my question is it that people are looking for somebody, or they're just tired of it? That's the question, right?
They're not tired of us, because obviously they're still showing up in our chats.
Yeah. I mean, but I wonder. Anyway, speaking of being tired of somebody, let's get to the phones first, and then we could get into this episode, which had some very good matches tonight, if I must say.
Yeah, guys, phone lines are always open. This man always seems to jump the line, so here he is.
I don't know how he does
it. We got Stan from Burlington. What's going on, Stan?
Hi, it's me, Stan, from Burlington. I don't know if you remember me.
We do, Stan. We do.
Hello, Stan.
It's kind of ironic that the two of you are talking about a cluttered wrestling wrestling media field, especially coming from the Tyrion and Jamie Lannister of the wrestling world. Actually, you guys are kind of more like Jamie and Cersei. I'm not sure who's who, though.
I think Kyle missed that reference. I'm not sure.
I don't understand.
He didn't watch Game of Thrones, Stan.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of things, Stan. I apologize.
He's really stupid.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the Lannisters and people who always pay their debts, Jay Gold, you must owe someone at the Main Event Network something, because you worked overtime last week. You had this show, you had your little podcast with Charlie Butters, and a guest appearance on the network's international offering with a guy who sounds like he would be on Slytherin's C-Team.
C-Team.
I check the metrics, Jay Gold. You're about as much of a draw in England as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor is right now.
That's an Epstein joke. I got it.
Yeah. That host Sam needs to improve his background. He looked like he was the last remaining passenger on the MV Hondius without hantavirus.
Poor Sam.
No, Jay Gold. We call an elevator a lift, you cretin.
Nailed it.
Speaking of the worst of America, I see the Main Event Network will be doing its second annual 24-hour subscribe-a-thon stream over Memorial Day weekend.
That's right.
Or as Jay Gold's wife calls it, my chance to go feel the new bedspread in our divorced neighbor Ron's guest room. Nothing screams the start of summer like a bunch of wrestling fans in Gildan-heavy black t-shirts sitting in a poorly lit room with the blinds drawn, yapping into a screen for a full day about stage television product.
Stan, guys, are you going to join us on the net? Are you going to join us on the marathon?
Well, I would, but I'm popular.
That checks out.
Actually, I'm going to be on the ferry to Shelter Island with a few social media influencers and Matt Fish's wife.
What the?
Fish is catching strays from Stan tonight.
Always catches strays.
Maybe you guys can take some of your YouTube money and rent a beach house next Memorial Day. You could do the stream from there, something with a pool. Make those guys Poncho and John Paul Jeremy take their shirts off. You can have a cannonball contest.
Poncho. It's Pluggo, Stan.
Who?
Poncho.
Pluggo.
We could have a cannonball contest. We can spend an hour watching Tom Vicious apply sunscreen because he, and I quote, has a fair complexion.
I mean, you're spot on, Stan. I can't.
Hey, here's 30 minutes of Tino throwing up from a few buzzballs. And the Great Brown Hope brought the cerveza. I mean, this is gold.
It really
That's
is.
That's why you should
gold.
subscribe, yeah.
Hey, is Mr. Cincinnati there?
Didn't make it tonight, no.
He had Jack Cartwheel on his show tonight.
Yeah, pretty quiet. Crazy.
Cartwheel-based offense.
It's too bad. I like him. I like Cincinnati. Hey, Jay Gold, I don't know if you know this, but the Ohio Gospel Music Awards will be held in Cincinnati over Memorial Day weekend, the same day as your subscribe-a-thon.
Oh.
It's a powerful evening where faith and artistry and community converge, celebrating the state's most gifted choirs, gospel artists, and ministers. Look, frankly, Jay Gold, with your hedonistic lifestyle, I think you should attend that. You need some Jesus in your heart. Okay, gotta go. Bye.
You do need some Jesus, Jay Gold.
I don't need
J
any
and
Jesus.
Jay Gold stands for Jesus, people. Stan was on one. Everybody was catching strays tonight.
What did he call him? Poncho? That's great. Poncho and John Paul Jones. What do you say?
Honest.
JPJ?
I don't even know what JPJ stands for, to be fair. So
Right. But he loves gaming.
Yeah, he does. He's always
JPJ loves gaming.
Caught it straight from Stan. Yes, you did.
Fish hangs in the pocket. I give him credit. He hangs in there and he takes his beating, just like a man.
Everybody should, but
Yep.
Everybody's sensitive nowadays.
Yes, they are. So let's get to it.
So let's call out people and really talk shit.
Right. Journalism free. Hey, Tino's here.
Oh, now we can't talk shit about Tino now.
Oh, you missed Stan and all of his glory talking about us going to a beach house next summer, Tino, where we could do our shows from. Okay, so tonight we open up hot, red hot. Okay, we get Tatum, Paxley, and Lizzie Rain with Zarya and the goddess of the night shift, the divine feline, Nikita Lyons. Can I tell you something? We had the Indie Wrestling Guide interviewed Sid Von England yesterday, who is who's also been a staple of independent wrestling in England. He wrestled Lizzie Rain in her first match ever was Sid Von England versus Lizzie Rain.
Now that's a pretty cool nugget that you got there.
Yes, and he said they did not change her gimmick. So he said you can enjoy it and all of what it is. Yep, this is her gimmick. This is how she was all over the indies. And she was so popular, by the way. She missed most of 24 with a knee injury. She spent most of 25 before she got signed, losing 9 titles. She had 9. That's how much they loved her. And Insane. She did the job for 9 people to get over before she left.
I mean, look at how they're pushing her already. It's going to be week 3, and she's going to get a North American title match.
Yep, they see they absolutely see the value in her, and I am 100% on board. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, watching this tag team to kick off, once again, we always say it, start hot, end hot. Mm-hmm. They most definitely started out here because you got the dynamic with Zarya. She doesn't get along with people. That's the story that they're telling.
Great gimmick,
Zarya,
by the way.
I love how they tell, and that's the thing in NXT. They lean into that kind of stuff, and they make sure that they're beating it over the head.
Yeah.
Similar to like when Tate Wilder was in over his head in his match, which we will get to. So that's another thing that NXT does very well. But just a great way to start off this match. It just showcases what we already say, and it's that how deep the women's division truly is.
Nikita Lyons hit, I think it was Lizzie Rain with a right hand at one point, and I was like, "That's how you throw. That is a Memphis punch. That was from the right spot. Lay it in." She looked great tonight, by the way. And they talked about her wrestling again against Carmen Petrovich tomorrow night on Evolve. She's everywhere.
On LFG. Yeah, she's on LFG. Now she's a staple once again in NXT. It's not just clout. We're not doing this for the clicks. Like, you can legitimately see it with your 2 eyes. Watch Nikita Lyons now. Go watch Nikita Lyons from a couple of years ago. vastly different.
Completely different wrestler, completely different body type, completely different offense, completely different wrestler. And Zarya just made it work tonight. She's a base too. She can absolutely work with the flyers, and she can hold them up and do all sorts of stuff.
She needs to hold gold very, very soon.
Yeah, this is starting to get ridiculous. I like that she bailed out on Nikita Lyons and left that in the ring, and that cost Nikita. But I don't know. I don't want Nikita eating too many more pins, but that's what it is.
Well, and I also think with Zarya, eventually we're probably going to get to that, NXT title reign. But I would rather do it sooner than later because she has so much momentum right now.
I also like that Lizzie Rain. So the 2 times I've seen her do that finish, she has to use Nikita Lyons to base up and get up in the air. But that is a sick looking kick, no matter who does it. It's great. That reminds me a lot of Alec Price's finish, where he does that jumping on your shoulder kick too.
That's another name we haven't seen on AEW television.
I just saw them cut a promo. Him and Jordan Oliver cut an ROH promo.
So they are behind the paywall.
I can't get in. How do I see
I'm not paying that. I'm sorry.
Get me out of this. Free. Yeah. How do I see Busta in the brain? It makes no sense.
If you really want ROH to be a developmental, make it accessible for everybody.
I'm dying to. I want to
watch ROH. Yeah.
And the only reason why I knew is because it popped up on my Twitter. Otherwise, I would have never known where they were. They're gone.
You follow them probably.
That's I like them very much. Love Alec Price. He's great.
And they had a good 3-5 year run in the Indies, I would say.
Well, Alec Price was the ace on the Indies for the last, I'd say, 4 years, at least since 21. Ace. Yeah, that's the Northeast Beast, and then the ace is Jordan Oliver.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. So
and Jordan Oliver has been wrestling for a long ass time.
Amazing. You can do the same match for 8 straight nights. Sorry.
I mean, I've been to plenty of independents, and they have worked my independent as well, and I can confirm it was a very similar match.
Yeah, it happens. But
it'd be like that sometimes, and that's how they get noticed, though. It obviously works.
Yeah, that's right. And so afterwards, we get to the locker room, and we get Ren and Kendall. When did Ren get hurt? I don't. All of a sudden now she's on crutches.
Yeah, and I was wondering the same thing, Tino. They didn't even tell us one thing about Ren.
Yeah. Okay. All of a sudden she's on crutches. Lola comes in the locker room looking fantastic. Took my breath away, old Lola Vice.
Yeah, she was looking great. Yes.
Yep. And then again, it's Kendall telling her I'm coming for that belt and whatever else is going to be there. So I like that. And then we get the debut of Naraku and a guy who I haven't seen in ages, Lince Dorado. Yeah. Lince Dorado.
Well, you would have seen him this past Saturday
on AAA. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I
understand he was at AAA.
So I watched Lince and then I saw him here, but
isn't Lince Dorado Puerto Rican? What do they do? Just take all of the Spanish speakers and move them to AAA? Well,
he's
you know what?
Trainer there too. That's why
he looks great. And he looks great and he was ready. I liked the intro for Naraku. They gave a lot of offense to Lince Dorado. I'm not sure what we were trying to do there in that.
We call that the AEW debut match, where the challenger gets a lot of offense in. Trust me, I was thinking the same thing.
Where you think it's supposed to be a squash, and it sure is not. It went on for a little bit.
But Naraku looked good. Like the presentation, WWE knows how to make somebody look like a star, and he was already a star before he got to the WWE as evil. And I love what he had to say afterwards too. Didn't he say and I'm just pure evil? And
but the problem with Evil always was he wasn't always that great in the ring. Like his Evil is that's Lince Dorado, player coach. He's fine. He's not somebody though that you're gonna run around and be like, I want to put him with Bryan Danielson or anything. You know what I mean? Like
you're not lining up dream matches for Naraku,
right?
He does have value in NXT.
Right. He's a big, giant, scary, scary guy.
Ominous creature.
Yeah.
They need something like that. Correct.
Sure.
And he's a veteran. He was smooth. Like, Lince Dorado is a great first opponent for anybody because he can bump his ass off.
Yep. And Evil is a veteran who's been around for a very long time. And he's I don't think
any title off Tony.
No. Not anytime soon. What I find funny is a guy like that. you imagine going from the Tokyo Dome, because he did wrestle in front of 70,000 or whatever at the Tokyo Dome, and then going into 600 people at the Performance Center. Yeah, maybe less and he didn't flinch at all. He didn't look like he felt like he was too big for the moment. He just did whatever he wanted to do, and I like that. So
that's just a pro being a pro right there.
Yeah, it certainly is. It really is just being a pro, and that's what I liked.
He won't have a long run in NXT. I'm sure he's here for, I would say, all of this year, the rest of 2026, and then I wouldn't be surprised if we get a main roster call-up next year for him.
Well, and then they keep talking about Takahashi coming over, and you could say maybe they start a little stable, and maybe you could get Nakamura involved.
Nakamura. Now you're really starting to sound like Triple H, just lumping ethnicities into a
They've
faction.
all worked together, though. That's why I'm saying it. You got something going on. Yeah.
Takahashi, allegedly. Yeah, that's for sure going to be happening, Fish.
I don't think he's going to be allowed to bring the cat stuffed animal thing in there, but,
he's got more charisma, doesn't he, than...
Yeah, tons of it.
So he's going to be fun to watch.
He was like a cruiserweight, not even cruiserweight. Like, he was like whatever they do in Japan, their middle title of their not their heavyweights, but he was the
junior,
the other one. So
called junior heavyweight. I don't know.
Junior, right? The junior tournament. Yeah. And also the
Look who it is.
Yo, GBH. GBH returning the favor because I'm always on his show.
Oh, look at that. Jack Hartwell confirmed for the carne asada at GBH's next year.
And he doesn't like me either? That's all right.
Jack Hartwell getting an interview with the Junkies is huge because just wait till he's on WWE television. He's already been on AAA. That should count.
It doesn't count.
You can owe me $20 regardless, and you know it.
And I still am. It is Daryl. I'm sorry, Fish. Yes, Daryl's the thingy, the stuffed animal. No, he is nobody, and I still don't like a cartwheel based offense. Nope.
He was a very good interview. You should watch it, I think.
I wasn't there this morning because I was working. I apologize.
Yeah, GBH, I was working too. You're not giving me crap for it, but I did end up watching it.
He was not on WWE TV. AAA does not count. That's on YouTube.
Thank you.
I
say it should count.
No,
I say it should count. I agree, actually, though. YouTube shouldn't count as TV. You're right.
Yep. Should not count like we are.
We're
not TV. Really on TV.
Oh, no. Even though you could put us on your TV. We highly recommend you do that.
Sure. There's a picture of you and me when we, in the beginning, and my sister-in-laws put us on their TV, and my niece was watching us on the big screen.
Oh,
and she loved that. So it is
Bill
a thing.
Moss
people.
does that from time to time. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a thing. You can put us on your TV and all right, GBH. I don't understand. Is the goal for GBH to run me down till I am just broken? Is that what the goal is?
Trying to break you, yeah. I always wondered the same thing. Yeah, this is.
You can't.
I thought it was a running bit, but it's not a running bit anymore.
You're not going to do it. You can't break me. I am unbreakable, J. Gold. That's my nickname. Unbreakable, just like Miles Bourne.
No, you're like Tommy Invincible.
Tommy Invincible. Ugh, just as annoying.
Why isn't he on NXT?
I never want to see that guy on anything ever again, as a matter of fact.
What if I got him on the Main Event Wrestling Network? Yeah, I know we saw him. What if I got him on the network?
I'll make you bet he would jump right to it if he wants to be on the 24-hour stream.
We'd give him the most views he's ever gotten in an interview. I guarantee that.
He does stink, Fish.
Invincible!
It is the worst. He got over because of that song, and that's it. The Rihanna song,
great,
right?
It's not Rihanna.
Who is it?
Good grief. It's MGK and Skylar Grey.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That song sucks.
Unreal. No, what? That song, that is one of the greatest WrestleMania. Esther Dean. Sorry, not Skylar Grey.
All right. It sounds the same. It could be an NXT name if that was where she was coming to NXT.
I guess you're right.
Listen. Anyway, we finish that and we get Natty doing a fake LFG interview so that Jada could come in and interrupt. And we're going to get a Natty Jada Parker feud for a bit. And I think that's not bad because you need Jada working at least. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I saw on Busted Open Radio too. Natalya just straight up addressed it. Natalya wanted to work Jada Parker because she sees something in Jada Parker. So that's why we are doing this feud right now. So
good.
She basically just told you straight up. And that's fine. I don't think Natty is, and this is going to sound very mean, she is a veteran. She has accomplished a lot. And
very
she's been
mean.
In the WWE for a long time. But let's be realistic and honest.
Yeah.
Beating Natalya, what does that really do for you in today's WWE?
No, nothing anymore. Yeah.
Maybe 5-6 years ago, sure. And once again, not taking it away from the legacy, but man, I'm trying to care, Jay Gold, because I love me some Jada Parker, but it's really hard. It's really hard.
Yeah, it's
No, I don't take her serious. I saw the clip online, and they do a lot of free YouTube stuff for Busted Open. To answer your question, Fish. I'm answering Fish's question.
I have Sirius XM. I've always had the app because I need the radio for. I like to drive and I like listening to the music.
You would be like Mike Francesa in the background.
You're right. That's correct. That's correct. I need to have all my.
Thank you, Fish. That was a good way of putting it. It's just hard for me to care about Natalia in the year of 2026.
It's
true.
Yeah, but I
you
really thought that. No, but I was going to say, I really thought that the change in persona was going to be a big change for her. I thought they were really going to, because everybody seemed to enjoy Natty, Bloodsport Natty, and Bloodsport Natty's fun. So,
but it still wasn't Bloodsport Natty we were getting in WWE. It was the WWE version of hardcore.
Right. Wait.
And that's another thing. Natalia does struggle. Like, she's showing the same emotions with this character that she did before. Same cadence, same everything.
She has been around a long time.
That's what I'm saying, dude. She's been around. She's been in WWE longer than I've been watching WWE.
Really? Wait, so she I'll
look it up
she
right
came
now.
Remember she was with the Hart
Davey
Dynasty.
Boy Smith.
Yeah. Harry and TJ Wilson. And was she already with them, or did she debut with them?
I didn't start watching. 2008, she debuted as a villainous character coming from the crowd to assist Victoria in an attack against Michelle McCool and Sherry.
I remember that. Yeah, that I remember, because she also had red hair, I think, then. I think
and then 2 weeks later, she defeated Sherry with her new signature, the sharpshooter. So she's had the sharpshooter since week 2 in WWE.
So not to... The amount of time that Natty has spent in the WWE is almost 20 years, and the amount of people who have come and gone and come back since Matt Cardona, CM Punk, AJ Lee, Matt Cardona, and she's been with the company the whole time.
Yep. Good
it's
for
amazing.
Her. Seriously, good for her.
Well, she's also a very big time, like, she can help as far as technician goes. It might not be anybody better.
There's nobody's taking away anything in ring of the
time. No,
it's everything else that we are bringing into the
unfortunately, right? Yeah. But I don't think Asuka's retiring. There's so many reports that that's why the internet is going down, Fish, because we don't know if
don't believe anything you see. Yeah.
So.
Did we lose Jay Gold?
Did I lose everybody? What is happening?
I was gonna say, I didn't know if we lost you or you were losing me. I think we lost you there.
I think I lost Kyle. Kyle, you there?
No, I'm here. No, guys. Who's here and who's not? Somebody's got to tell me.
Oh, that was weird. But I got P-Man. I don't know where she's gonna go.
I got you. Do you not have me?
I'll have to watch it back. P-Man, I don't know where she's gonna go. I just know that she. What? What happened?
I don't know what's going on.
Tino says he hear both of us.
Oh, okay. Then you keep going. Well, you're the one that's being weird. God, you act like this is your first podcast. Keep going. It doesn't matter if they can't see you. Can you?
Me?
Yeah. What is happening? I don't know what's happening with Jay Gold. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No, stop. Why does he keep doing this, guys? Why? It's you. It's not me.
What?
He's a fucking idiot. Get off my screen. It is not you. It's you, not me. They can hear me. You can't hear me.
They can hear me too. I can hear you.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. I'm jumping off. You keep going. I am.
What? Oh my God. It's because he's like an hour delayed. No, this is a fucking train wreck.
I'm jumping off. Keep going.
Leave. What are you doing? Jesus Christ, this is the worst show of all time. Keep going, he says, like I'm going to be able to figure out what the hell I'm doing here. I'm going to talk to you guys now. We got Tino, we got P-Man. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the night shift. As you can see, we do it live, so things happen. We fuck up from time to time, but most people don't fuck up on the network, so hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 400 subscribers over here. Do it now. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go. How are you doing?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah.
That was so weird.
It's because you got the internet from the Ukraine. They were loving it. I hated it. That was the worst 3 minutes I've ever had on screen.
I think we lost it. We lost the this says we lost our Twitter feed.
Oh, who gives a shit if we lost our Twitter feed? I don't care. Don't look at anything.
That's weird.
You got to stop paying attention to everything.
But why did it disappear anyway?
It happens from time to time. Trust me, I'm used to this.
Okay, here we go. All right, so
back on track, please.
That's so much fun.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what in the world is happening, people? Anyway, so let's get back to it. So if we're gonna go to, because we already finished with Natalia, so let's get to the locker room. We get
see what Natalia did to us.
I don't even understand what's happening. I don't know where all of a sudden everybody stopped talking to me. I don't know what happened. So
you were in your own world there for 3 minutes, and I was trying to convince you that you got to get off the screen.
You don't understand. I heard you on the other side. Like I was like, oh, there he is.
You didn't even acknowledge any of it.
I did. I was talking the whole time.
Someone call an intern and get to J. Gold's house.
So stupid.
The room is in sepia now. What does that mean?
That's the color you're in. That's what like it looks like a filter on your screen.
It's probably always been like that, to be honest with you. And yes, I am watching the dog. She is right behind me, Jordy, right there.
Right.
Say hi, Jordy. Okay.
Jordy Nelson.
She's old. She's about to be 10.
That's a cool name, though.
Yeah, I named all of our dogs. My previous dog was born during Christmas time. And I was 8 years old, and she goes, Kyle, name our dog. And I said, Holly. Holly was a great dog name. And then when I was in my 20s, name this dog after a Packer. And I said, Jordy Nelson sounds like a girl's name.
That's a good one. I like that.
And I like. Mason Rook.
Which,
sounds like a generated name.
It does, but it's a cool name, actually. But here, listen. We go to the locker room. We get Legacy, Prosper, and Tate Wilder with his crazy name. Speaking of names, Tate Wilder. Tate, T-A-T-E. And we get Dorian Von Dieu, and he said he's coming back next week. So
I can't wait.
So, and we're going to get them versus a renewed Birthright. And Wilder's wearing the Hardy Boy pants and Vans when he comes out. So,
I'm very confused on what Tate Wilder is. I guess time will tell. We were very confused with Shiloh Hill, too, at the beginning. And it ended up working out. But is he cool, though? Like, what is his vibe, Tino?
Right. Is he Tino? Is he cool?
He comes out with a country Titantron, but he looks, like you said, like he's trying to be Jeff Hardy. I don't know.
He's wearing the Hardy pants and Vans. And how do you wrestle in Vans? I guess because they're flat. It's okay. A lot of wrestle in Vans. I like the gimmick with he tried to do too much, wouldn't come out, wouldn't tag, and he loses the match. Yeah, that's and you know what? Birthright really needed a win. I mean, Jesus, did they need a win? Like
we talked about it the last couple weeks. They're just stacking up L's, so they're back on the winning track. But the crowd really loved this one. They had some nice high spots, and that's what you're going to get with EK Prosper, Legacy, and all those guys. So
yeah, of course, the match, the what's it called? The what are they called? Birthright the Birthright will take a bunch of moves and whatever. Like there's nothing that Birthright can't do. They just need to be packaged better. I mean, Charlie Dempsey is a star. He needs to be packaged better.
He needs to be the focal point, even though Lexus King seems to be. So Lexus King is like the leader of Birthright, it seems, and he's the speed champion. And I don't think I've seen him defend that speed championship since winning that title.
The fastest man alive. Yes, they have not gone to anything where he is defending that title, and I don't get it. So, I don't know. I think there's just that might have been that was a good idea probably on paper, and it never played itself out right.
Yeah, no,
right.
I agree.
Like, yeah. Is he? Is that true? I don't know if that's true, Tino.
Maybe. Who knows?
Is he?
Time will tell.
Well, all right. So we go to the back and we get a match. We get Tatum and Lizzie talking, and she's going to set up a match for next week. Then we get Shiloh, and Tristan Angels is going to come in and do his nonsense this week. Next week, I mean. So that's good. And he's still the villain, the flamboyant villain. And my point on TikTok when I talked about the flamboyant villain got over a lot. People seem to agree that there's only one or two things you can do if you're English in the WWE.
Sometimes your old head takes take off.
That's
I'll
right.
give you that one. It's a fair observation.
Yeah, I think it's very fair. You're one of two things. Yeah.
Honestly, Fish, you could be right. There could be a bigger stand-in legacy wrestler that takes the spot.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be I take Lexus King out and Stax is still doing stuff.
Yeah, we got to get Stax out of here.
He's got to go. You can't
marry into it.
Stax is not a birthright. He's not the birthright. He has no right to this birth or whatever they call it. He didn't marry anybody yet. He's just dating her.
Well, he's going to marry her. They're engaged.
He has no right to this birth. He has to bail out.
He has no right to this
right. He has to bail out.
If only they could find out a way to chant that in the NXT arena. Come on, Najee, get your troops together. I know you can do it.
I know what they do, the NXT guys. So one time when I was living but I was also when I lived in Hoboken, I got this package in the mail from Red Bull New York. And it was an Ultra fan. Apparently there was a Red Bull Ultra that lived in the building. And I opened it because it never got opened. It just sat there in the mailroom. So I ended up taking it. This was weeks later. Inside was this like map book, and they map out how they're going to cheer and what they're going, and they write out what the cheers are so they can study. So they're ready to like move certain ways so that it looks like they're shifting and stuff. So I know that Najee and the Ultras at NXT can definitely fit that into something where you could say he has no right to this birth and it would sound amazing. So Najee, let's go work on it. That could be
a T-shirt right there, honestly. Let's get him out of here. Get him out of here, as Trump would say. Get him out of here.
Let's make it work. No right to this birth. Anyway.
That might have been the first political reference I've ever made on a wrestling.
I've never heard you make one.
Because I am the least political person you will ever meet.
It's better that way. We just stay, especially in the wrestling, with the wrestling community.
When I say I am literally in my wrestling sports bubble, I mean it. And you know it, because I don't watch anything else. It's true. You always run shit by me. You're like, have you seen this? Have you done that? I'm like, no.
I saw the weirdest movie, by the way, yesterday, actually. And I've been telling friends here to watch it. And I brought it up in the IW Guide Discord because we have a big movie thread. Yeah. It's called Buffet Infinity. It's from Canada. It is just seltzer fish. It's from Canada. And it's a movie that the story only goes forward. There is no acting and set pieces. Everything is told through old VHS tape advertisements from the 90s. They're fake advertisements from a fake town in Canada. And it all ends up talking about these two warring sandwich shops, but how it completely devolves into this crazy demonic, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's only through, there's no like acting. It's all through commercials.
That's crazy.
There's like, yeah, and
that's an art form right there.
Yes, I don't know how they did it. It came out at the end of last year. And somebody on paper, what'd you say?
But you said it was bad, right?
No, it's great. Paperclip Mike actually was talking to some dude on Twitter yesterday about it. He posted, and then Paperclip Mike was like, I got to watch it. Now, I got to tell Paperclip Mike that I ended up renting it right then and there because I thought it looked crazy. It's crazy. I know no one's going to watch it here, but I'm telling you, people, it's great. It's great. I highly recommend. So,
I apologize, P-Man, for making him go down that rabbit hole. I know how much you hate when we don't talk wrestling.
It doesn't matter because him and I are dueling at Medieval Times in 2 weeks for his daughter's birthday. We're going to joust together on horses.
Swords. Yeah.
Pop
a blue pill before you go to Medieval Times and really have a good time.
I don't need that yet. Not yet.
Give it a couple years.
I need the saw palmetto for my prostate, but I don't need the blue pills yet.
You can do the blue pills. I'll do the hymns, even though we might be past the hymn stage.
My sister-in-law it works in the men's hair restoration business, and she said that I would be a good candidate, but I don't really want to do any of that. So, you know
what I found out is the reason that like really most people are bald, they say, is because if you have a tight forehead, like your skin,
because you're unlucky.
Tight. Yeah, like because you don't get blood circulation to your top.
That might be
right.
I
felt it at the top where I'm bald. There, it's very tight skin up there, but everything else is kind of like loose.
My daughter says to me, her and her friends, they go, you have a huge forehead. I'm like, there used to be hair there.
Yeah, it happens to everybody. It happens to women sometimes.
It used to be there. My hairline was probably here at one point. I'm almost positive.
I've been watching that bald stool stuff too, where they take all.
Yeah, I think you're out though already. I don't think you can do it.
I'm a lost cause.
Yeah. I don't think there's nothing to like bring it
up
forward.
Top. Yeah, right. I have nothing up here anymore.
It's a lot of work.
Sides.
They would. Yeah. I think they would have to double the cost if you did.
They would have to be hammering the top of my crown.
You should just do. I watched this one guy. It's some Asian guy, and I don't know what country they do it in Asia, but they're like perfected the fake hair wig that glue,
I know what you're talking about.
That they literally glue it,
and then
they
catch me wearing that.
It would be amazing if you did though.
Everybody would know right away. If I show up one day with hair, everybody's going to notice right away.
It would be the best thing ever, though. If you showed up with hair out of nowhere and you were just like, act like nothing happened. That's the key.
Did you see my prom throwback that I posted? Tim didn't even recognize me. Tim said, I didn't even recognize you with hair. I go, most people before 2022 don't know. Should I show it on screen right now?
Yes. You should all see it. P-Man's already bitching down there. I see you. We're jousting.
What did he bitch about?
He says, what the hell am I listening to?
All right, here you go. There I am.
There it is.
My 14 years ago today. That's my senior prom right there.
Look at this guy.
With the hair and everything.
They look like the fabulous ones. Steve Kerr and Stan Lane.
We were actually unbelievable the Freebirds back in the day.
Yes. It's great.
Let's see. Yeah, you knew you wanted to tight. All right.
Yeah. I have prom photos. I just have to find them.
Yes, that was what we were going for with the white suits. I'm glad you picked up on it. That's why I wanted it. I love Dumb and Dumber.
Anyway, okay. Let's get back on track because we have 3 matches left. So we go to the back. We got the Culling babbling about something, and Izzy holds Nico back, and I think she's just telling him that she's going to beat up Lola while she's watching the match, and they keep telling you this match is a backstage sellout. Blah blah blah. They're all at the monitors. Then we get the Mason Rook signing, and this guy, he is all. I think they should call him the Anyweight instead of because he was like, I'm not a super heavyweight. And the Anyweight is a cool title for a guy. That guy is awesome.
On a t-shirt, yeah.
Yes,
he has made such an impact in such a short time, and some of it is negative. We're not here to address the negatives though with Mason Rook because you can see all the positives.
Right.
The presence that he had out there, that is a perfect way and it's not really a debut because we've seen him do the post-match attacks, but this was the real first introduction.
Well, introducing himself.
Yes, where he got on the microphone, and he even said it. He goes, I even have the greatest of all time that can see me.
Yeah.
That is arguably the biggest flex I think you could have for a debut right there.
Yep.
And he's believable. Like, what you see is what you get. I know he's not the most in-shape guy, but he's different. And what do we always talk about here on the night shift, Jay Gold?
Yep.
You got to be unique. You have to be different to stand out in NXT. He stands out.
Okay, so that brings us into, and I'll bring it back to the indie wrestling guide. So listen to our Sid Von England interview on Thursday. He said it's time to bring back the oddities, the freaks, and the different people in wrestling. He said it just works better when you have guys who don't all look muscly and crazy. And Mason Rook is that guy. He can fly, and he jumps off the top turnbuckle onto the crowd of people at the bottom after Cam. What's his name? Cam Hendricks?
Yep.
He interrupts Tony D. Rook with a crazy moonsault, and he's back in the ring, and he signs his contract. And I love how Robert Stone's like, we don't do things like that here. Yes, you do. That's the only way you do it. You let people get assaulted in the parking lot. Yeah, and yes, I want Golga. I would love another Golga or Giant Kurgan or one of the oddities from back in the 90s that came out with ICP. That was awesome. I would love that.
You see my boy Ben Bishop got another shout out on a WWE podcast.
Who did? Who shot him?
Sam Roberts shouted him out. He brought up the idea of, and I actually think it would have been money, doing Giant Hausen, kind of like what you guys were saying with Omos.
Yeah.
And it would have been Big Trouble Ben Bishop. And I think he could have played that role perfectly. Like a dumb goof as a giant for Danhausen.
That's what could have worked. He comes out because Ben Bishop's all shredded and big, but he's dumb. Like,
correct.
And Danhausen's like,
in the stupidity.
But yeah, imagine Danhausen's like, I brought in this giant to beat you up, but he really doesn't even know his own name, so I don't know what to do with him.
So Danhausen's just teaching Ben how to wrestle. Sam never expanded on that point, so credit to Sam Roberts, but we just expanded.
We just tagged it and made it better because that's what we do here on the night shift. We make it better. We
elaborated.
Yeah, make it better.
But I thought that's another guy that kind of fits into that. He's not like everybody else category.
Yep, you're 100% right, and we need more of those, according to Sid, and it works. So Mason Rook, I got my eye on him. He is gonna, dude. Here's the thing: they restocked the main event scene on us, as you and I were like, "There's nobody left." Now there's everybody's in there. Now we're okay again.
I believe that Mason Rook is a main eventer already.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seeing is believing, and what we saw tonight. Yeah, I believe.
But because also Tony D is not booked as an unbeatable champion, which gives you options like JC Jane. You never thought JC Jane could stay the champion. So anyone who went up against her, you had options where you're like, all right, the scene is okay. So this is where you are with Tony D. And you know what? Sometimes we doubt Shawn Michaels. Maybe sometimes we should stop doubting him as far as
I don't doubt the system. The system that they have in place is foolproof.
I don't doubt El Dandy. You know, who are you to doubt El Dandy? You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Oh my God, you don't know the Bret Hart interview where he says, "Don't doubt." Who are you to doubt El Dandy?
No.
Oh Lord, can I
once
again, P-Man? Come on.
This is episode 55. Let me tell you what year I started watching.
But you never even saw the.
I hate old wrestling. I hate history. I'm not a history guy. Only if it happened in my lifetime do I care.
See, P-Man knows it. He knows. You never doubt El Dandy. See?
Like David Freeze's home run in Game 6 of the 2011 World Series. That's the kind of history I like.
That's fine. You're allowed to like that, but old wrestling is old wrestling is good.
Old wrestling is bad. I think that's a bad take. I can't get into it.
That's an outrageous thing out of your mouth. You want to know outrageous?
So boring. It's so
I'll
boring.
tell you what's boring. That fucking Emily and OTM interview while they're outside barbecuing.
Like that.
Give enough. I'm done. I was already unsold after Keanu Carver's interview last week.
No, I was sold on OTM right there.
What did you like about that? Tell me. I'm not talking about OTM. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about just the format. I'm done with that format. I don't like it.
I don't look too much into the format. That format doesn't bother me like it bothers you. She's a background player. I know
because it feels so scripted. That's why it doesn't feel right.
Because it is.
Yeah, but it shouldn't feel so scripted. I know it's
going to feel scripted in NXT, no matter what. It's developmental at the end of the day. You've said that before.
Yeah,
it's going to feel wonky at times from time to time. But the message that was received was more important because now I actually care about OTM. You just basically presented OTM as thugs at the beginning. That's how they were presented.
Right.
And you didn't tell me anything else about them. Now I care because Lucian, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's taking care of his younger brother because his mom passed away. I care about that. I can resonate with that. So that's why I think it was a successful segment. But I do see what you are saying, though, in terms of quality. But that stuff doesn't bother me.
Yeah, all right. So, yeah, I agree. The 94 J Cup was sick. You should, or even the wrestling carnival from Japan. There was. I'll send you all that stuff.
I can watch some Japanese wrestling. I can get into that.
I was talking to Butters last night about the main event marathon, and we are absolutely going to show either two or three video wire matches from Indie Wrestling Guide with Zay Garcia. So I think I need to send you some stuff to watch. Anyway,
does Butters know what day and time he's going on?
He does.
You might want to repeat it a couple more.
I will tell him. I'll tell him again when we talk on Monday. By the way, Indie Wrestling Guide fans, we have a very, very special guest on Monday, reminding you that it is ETU week, and we are going to do something very fun. So I'll keep that until the announcement. We have to do a lot of reminding
here at the network, specifically me.
Yeah. Okay. So
seriously, this is everybody, and then here I am. Oh, I got you. Don't worry. My back.
Right, listen. We get Noam Dar versus Jackson Drake. Nope, it is not the champ, but I'll don't worry, Fish. I'll tell you afterwards. And all right, P-Man, Jesus. Trying to keep us on track. Okay, Noam Dar, Jackson Drake, Romeo, whatever, is still there as his as Noam Dar's like rooting section. And Drake comes out with Micah and the Vanity Project. And of course, I was surprised actually that Dar lost the match.
I'm not.
I don't really know what you're doing with him in general, but
kind of just the old veteran now in NXT.
Yeah.
He's the measuring stick of the mid card. But it's weird. Like, I felt a sense of nostalgia when Noam Dar's music hit.
Yeah.
Because it reminded me of Metaphor.
Metaphor was still awesome.
Metaphor was great. Hit Row was great. There's been so many factions that had potential in NXT, and then they just dropped the ball when they got called.
NXT does great work with factions. We have decided that they have absolutely done great work with factions, and then when they get to the main roster, it just falls to shit. So,
and it's weird now because there shouldn't be too much of turnover with Shawn Michaels and Triple H running both shows.
Yeah.
Like, there should be continuity, you know?
There should be, and I don't know who's stopping that run. I don't believe TKO is as involved as everybody says they are as far as creative. I don't believe it. Why? Do they bother Dana White when he sets the matchmaking? No.
Yeah, but that's different.
It's the same thing.
They actually have a result to their thing.
Yeah, but it's still entertainment. They want to see matches. If TKO really wanted to get involved, they would be booking matches people really want to see. And the problem with MMA is a lot of these matches I don't really want to see. And it used to be when they had Joe Silva booking the MMA, the matchups, UFC's matchups were that much more exciting when Joe Silva did it. So I'm wondering, do we really think that TKO has that much of a say in the matchmaking on WWE television? I don't think so. I don't think there's a guy calling. To be
honest with you, we don't know.
I'm saying, do you think there's a guy calling up Triple H going, hey, if you don't put this person against this person, I'm going to be upset? I don't think so.
My sources are saying that there's a 50% chance that they actually would say that.
You're disinvited now. You can't come with me. My sources. I have heard
through the grapevine.
I agree with Fish.
Yeah.
You
guys just have the same thoughts. You guys don't have any originality.
That's all original. Anyway, let's get to this one. Bourne and Heights in the back. Heights is all ticked off because Bourne is going to be in a tag team with Tony D against Mason Rook and Cam Hendricks next week. And then in the back, we get Naraku talking to Robert Stone, and then Cam and Rooks talking to Robert Stone. Then Tate Wilder comes in the back, and he wants a match. Keanu Carver comes in now. Tate is going to get destroyed by Keanu Carver next week.
We'll see you, pal. That's an RIP.
By the way,
Tate Wilder.
Did you see the difference in head size, Keanu Carver and Robert Stone? Keanu Carver's head is like this big. It's gigantic. He's hovering over Robert Stone. I'm like, look at the size of this man.
Oh, Keanu Carver's a massive human.
Massive human being.
To be fair, Robert Stone is not.
But he was a pro wrestler also. When he was at his biggest,
How big is Robert Stone is the question.
By the way, his tag team partner, Mr. Pectacular, Jesse, whatever his face is. Yeah, I finished that season, and I don't want to spoil it for P-Man. But
don't spoil it for me because I've only watched
I'm not
one
spoiling
episode.
it. But there's a ton of wrestlers on that show. Almost every other Gladiator's a wrestler.
Wardlow, yeah.
Yeah, between Bugenhausen, Camille, Wardlow, and then in the middle of the season, they bring up these two other Gladiators, and they're Australian and English wrestlers.
Hell yeah. I just found out, too, that Stone is 5'11".
Okay.
That's crazy. So he is that's not short by any means.
I agree. P, we'll talk about that offline because we don't want to spoil it for Kyle, but I agree.
Yeah, I actually might watch that one.
All right, so let's get to the main event.
Yes.
We get Kalani Jordan and Kendall Gray. And you know what? This was a great match. I don't 100% enjoy a schmaz finish like this. I would have liked a definitive winner, but this was a great match. They beat the crap out of each other. The knees, when she was leaning, when Kendall Gray was trying to get her in an armbar and Kalani Jordan tried to get out, so she dropped the knees on Kendall Gray's face. That looked great. It looked great.
They both look great. And there's a reason these two are in the main event.
Yes.
You knew this was going to be the match of the night.
Yes.
And it was. Kalani Jordan it's insane. I tweeted this out too while watching. We always knew she had it. Like, you could see that she had the tools.
Yep.
But to really see the progression over the years, and then me and you have seen it because we've been watching NXT from the very jump, she truly has grown a significant amount. Like,
Yep.
she was so boring, vanilla, babyface, slap. You know, we talk about it all the time. Clap your
Come
fingers,
on, baby!
to now I actually want and I need Kalani Jordan on my television screen every week. I want her to be on NXT.
She's lovely, and she's perfect as a heel. What a great talk about somebody just leaning into that heelness, and she does. And because there aren't a lot of pure heels in the women's division once you take Fatal Influence out, you have Izzy and you have Kalani. Where are the other heels coming from right now? There's not a whole lot.
Point. There's not a lot, and there's a lot of
you
good
got rid
baby
of Blake
faces right now. There's like Kendall Gray's a great baby face for that women's division.
Yep.
I think Callie Armstrong could be a really good baby face for that women's
I think
division.
she should be a heel. She's too confident to be a baby face.
Yeah, I think she could lean more.
Isn't it funny? Confidence, overconfidence is a heel in wrestling.
And almost in real life too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you're somebody that's like overconfident and likes to share a lot of things, you get made fun of for that.
Yeah, yeah. That's ridiculous.
Isn't that funny how that works? Confidence is viewed that way.
So you have Mike. When is Micah going to wrestle? She probably has to get in there.
I don't think her wrestling is up to par.
Oh, is that why? That's quality. Why she's China.
From
in
what
the ring?
I've seen from LFG, she hasn't quite put it together yet. So they're going to use her as an accessory. At this point.
Who's the other blonde girl from LFG? That was
Skylar Ray.
Yeah, she anything?
Cheerleader. I guess we'll see. I don't know. I can't really sit here and say yes or no. I'll tell you.
No, but I mean, have you seen her on anything else?
Yeah, I saw her in LFG.
Well, Tyra May Steele's gone.
I know. That's why I was making.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about any other heels. I don't.
Jada Parker's a babyface now, so it can't be her.
Yeah, I could swear there were other heels. Oh, Zarya, right? Zarya and the Divine Feline and Nikki Lyons are both heels.
Is Nikita a heel though? I feel like she's like a tweener.
I guess. Yeah.
She doesn't really have a specific designation.
But right now you have like 5 major baby faces, and Lizzie Rain now added to that is even more. Yeah.
A lot of babyface talent in NXT right now.
There's a lot of it. But there's a lot of good
win in the main event.
Oh, that's true. Well, because you really need to give some of these faces a good heel to beat up on.
Yeah.
But all in all, I thought, I thought the whole worrying about Ren thing is they said they don't want it to become like Saul and Zarya. So please don't do that. Let's not rebook the same thing. Yeah.
If anything, I just want to know how Ren is. So Ren Sinclair, if you're watching this, how are you?
Yeah. The problem is it wouldn't be as compelling. Like the Zarya Saul was so compelling,
There's levels to it, and the Ren QCC didn't reach the levels of Zarya quite yet.
I don't like that Soul lost again this week on Raw. That kind of hurt me.
I
don't know what the point was.
You're looking a little too much into wins and losses with her. It doesn't really matter. She's over.
Yeah. But you got to be able to be taken seriously. You can't lose every match and then expect.
Oh, I agree. She's going to have to get back
because she's feuding with Becky Lynch. How can you have her be seriously beat Becky Lynch if she can't beat somebody?
It wasn't clean though.
Right. Well,
they still protected her in their WWE like ways.
Yeah. Well, I thought tonight's show was good. It just
felt a fine show.
Yeah, it sat right in that sweet spot. I think Mason Rook was the big star this week. I really love what they're doing with Zarya, and I am very excited.
Still great.
Yeah, I'm excited for where the women's division goes on both belts. So, and again, you're rebuilding the tag division. Vanity and Dark State are going to wrestle. Now you have Saquon and Dion Lennox as the 2 guys. Oh yeah, and OTM now, and you don't need a whole lot of tag teams mushed together. So, I'm okay with it so far. So you're rebuilding, and the rebuilding so far has been dynamite. I'm not going to lie.
Got to give Chef Michaels his credit. They did a great job at retooling because they lost some huge names.
You and I were very nervous that show back from WrestleMania. We were like, now what? And they have answered all our questions.
They lost Trick, Oba, JC Jane, Joe Hendry, Javon, Ricky Saints, Ethan Page.
They hollowed out that entire
and then they
division.
replaced him with Mason Rook, Tristan Angel, Shiloh Hill, Keanu Carver. They got players. They're going to be fine.
They're going to be fine. as always. And
so you all could keep hating online, keep hating on NXT. They're still gonna thrive. It don't matter.
And we are still going to be one of the, if not the best NXT review show and talk show on the web. And we're not going anywhere because we're not getting paid. So we do this strictly until the money runs out.
Could you imagine when we do start getting paid how good our shit would be?
Yeah. Can you imagine if people actually gave us money to do this? It would be.
It's going to be a long haul, but it starts next week.
I'm just saying, if you get tired of Sam Roberts, let us take over. Like,
okay, why are we throwing Sam Roberts under the thing? I complimented him for that thing he said earlier about that show.
No, I'm just messing around. If you get tired of seeing, Cultaholic and all those other places, and you just know that we bring you something different, so jump on and join us. And our main event marathon is a week from Friday, and it's going to be great. We have a lot of things planned, and once the schedule comes out, I think you're going to be really excited about it.
Yeah, schedule will drop on Sunday. Hopefully, we still have to solidify 2 hours of our schedule, but that means 22 out of the 24 hours is accounted for, so we do know we have that going for us. But why don't you remind everybody else what you got going on with IW Guide this week?
This week, IW Guide, we are
yeah, that's why I'm laughing.
Listen, this week, IW Guide, we interview Sid Von England. He is back after about a year and a half. He was out injured, and he is back. And then next week is ETU week, and we have something special planned. So we'll see what goes on. But check us out on Thursday. Oh, and I'm going to put a little sneak in here. There is going to be an international talk show, and it's only going to be it's not going to be every week, but I'm brewing something up. We're going to be dealing with our friends across the pond, and there's more to come this week on it. So
a lot to come with the Main Event Wrestling Network.
Yeah.
So hit that subscribe button, guys. I think we're at 342 right now, trying to get to 400 by the end of this stream. And now let me tell you a little bit more about this stream. So make sure you're following us at mainevent_net so you don't miss it. Like Jay Gold said, that starts next Friday, Memorial Day weekend. We are starting live for Friday Night SmackDown. It will begin, of course, with the Tino watch along. I'm going to be with Tino for the first hour and a couple other people. Then after that, it is the NXT night shift. So if you want to know our time for the marathon, we go live at 11 p.m. Eastern next Friday. That is 5/22 Memorial Day weekend. And I don't even know what we're going to talk about, but it's definitely going to be NXT related, right?
Oh yeah. It'll be a late night mess. So
even more of a late night mess.
Yes,
than what you're used to seeing
an
here.
hour later of me, and then I'm going right through that into the Indie Wrestling Guide. So it is going to be a crazy evening. So join us and do the whole 24 hours.
Double the night shift action next week. So next Tuesday, same time, same place, episode 56. Then on Friday night, 11 p.m. Eastern until midnight, come hang out with us on the marathon. We'll see you guys next week. Take care, everyone.
See ya.
What up, though? You already know what it is. Best in the world, a.k.a. The Problem. Isaiah Bronin. And you watching the Main Event Wrestling Network.